Yeah,
Okay,
well, I joked yesterday. It's like I don't know whose ego I'm supposed to stroke anymore, so I'm just being being an asshole to everyone, man. But
what a,
anyway, we have
that was a surprise. He went for the bottom scout with the Overlord and then changed his heart.
yeah, that's um, that's a mistake that I make all the time. Not trying to say it's me, but I'm wondering if this Zerg was
But
like
it's you.
maybe he just woke up, or maybe he was is not very active. Um,
That
the thing
sounds
is on
like you.
Radeon, on Radeon, um, it's actually not bad to scout downwards against Protoss because the second Overlord will just get to their natural pretty closely anyway, so you can get kind of two nice Overlord scouts in that way.
Oh, well, they will find themselves at the same time.
Yeah, it looks
But
like well, unfortunately, it looks like oh, okay, he is going for an overpull. It was just a very late overpull.
by the
That's
way,
interesting.
guys, again, thanks for supporting also Aziz's tournaments financially. Like it's such a great tournament for the players. It's such amazing content for the community. And thank you guys for making this even more possible in the future because it's like a big time investment and by Aziz, and it's where he's taking basically nothing out of it. It's all just to do really nice content and things that you guys appreciate it. That opening looks so over for Protoss. No, for Zerg. What do you
Um,
think, Ian? You're the expert.
yeah, so this is really confusing.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't see that expansion.
yeah,
Holy cow.
so this was a very late, like 10-second late almost overpull um, into a forward expansion. I think with the natural expansion like this, basically your only recourse is to go 3-hatch Hydra. That's really the only time you would want a forward hatchery like that. So I would guess that our Zerg is going to be going for a 3-hatch Hydra. I'm very confused as to why he would do that. This is like, even by forward hatch standards, this is really, really forward. Like, it'll take this out like 5 seconds to get there. Um, so a little shocking, to say the least. He
Maybe
is
it's
getting a
very
3-minute gas or so, which lends itself to the 3-hatch timing.
maybe that Zerg is a very strong player who says like, F it, I'm just so much better. Whatever you play, I just outskill you.
Yeah, perhaps. Pretty standard Forge Fast Expand from our Protoss.
Also, really nice probe scout sniper. Already 330.
Yeah, let's see if he places his den. It looks like he is. Okay.
I think the Protoss is not on the Zerg's level. I mean, not that I would do it, but I think good Protoss would already, well, they are good. But yeah, bring out another probe to scout.
Mm-hmm.
Protoss will play basically blind. He's not aware of the expansion at 12 o'clock at all.
Yeah, and we might even see, it might not even be necessarily a 973. It could just be like a 962 or 961, just completely all in, actually.
Yeah,
Um, which would be interesting to see with a hatchery basically right by the Protoss natural.
but
So we'll have to see.
he's pushing up the economy. He's heavily drowning up.
Yeah, it
Man,
looks like
that's
it will be a
confusing.
973, in fact.
I think it's more. Oh, never mind. It's three. It's yeah, seven.
Losing some lings there, but forcing the Zealots back. And we're entering the Hydro Protection stage now. I think the Zerg is being good about not missing any overlords, not getting supply blocked like the Zerg we saw in that last series.
Yeah, I think this is over before it starts.
Yeah, Protoss has no idea what's coming. Okay, well, nice second cannon ad just for safety. I guess that's pretty much necessary these days, isn't it? And I like that he's scouting the he's scouting the pathway that the units are going to take. So very nicely scouted by the Protoss.
Did he cancel the upgrade +1?
No.
Air +1? Yeah, he cancelled.
Oh, air +1. Sorry, yeah.
Oh my god, the value.
Oh, getting an
Hit the
overlord.
I think he will get both. It's crazy. Is he winning?
Wow, Zerg
winning that.
Very shaky control by the Zerg. He could have easily just taken that gateway down and then maybe went in and sniped that cannon right on top of the forge and gotten the forge, but it looked like he was baited into actually going in with all of his army from the Zealots, and that was kind of devastating.
Protoss is man. I'm happy that I'm not betting in StarCraft.
Still a very tense situation, but I think the Protoss is in the clear right now.
If there's another Overlord getting
oh my god, this is really, really good for the Protoss.
And I think DTs can now be out. Is this an Overlord at the entrance anywhere?
I think he does have one Overlord, but it's pretty far back. But again, just bleeding Hydras for nothing, getting baited in. Not good. And it looks like he's just purely continuing to make Hydras, which, I mean, honestly, okay, he is transitioning into some more drones now. But this is going to be very awkward going into the mid-game.
And now the 12 o'clock expansion is becoming a liability.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be very tough for him to hold this. He's going to have a very short droning window before he needs to start making Hydras again, and he's so low on drones.
Which Zerg could it be? Like, he played so strongly the game at the start, and then fell completely apart for a moment. Which good Zergs can be so shaky in the NA scene?
I personally don't think we saw anything really special from the Zerg. He just performed his build order correctly.
It was a very good probe snipe at 330 or 335.
Yeah, it was fine. But we see the Hydra control is very much so lacking. He bled a lot of Hydras for no real reason when he could have just like knocked down the wall, and I think gotten a lot more damage done potentially.
Oh my god.
So I'm not really sure. Honestly, this could be like almost any Zerg. I would say it's definitely not a top Zerg.
The pressure that's not now getting built up. What
Matadog joking in the chat that this is where we call out Goose. I mean, honestly, it could be Goose.
Nah, but I'm doubtful.
Poor Goose is just a stand-in for any like low-performing Zerg at this point. I'm sorry, Goose, if you're listening.
I think Goose would play more greedy.
You think so?
Yeah, Goose is, from my view, the greediest player there's out. And I mean that in a good way. Like, I think if you play Goose, you always have to put the push button, because else he will outgreed you.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like he's going to stabilize. He has a sunken at his 12 o'clock base, just in case, and a nice SimCity there. And he's 3 Evos is kind of nuts at this stage of the game. That's very interesting to me. I feel like you don't see a lot of Zergs do something like that.
Nice escape by Ornn with the Zealots.
Yeah, got juked. And he's almost on par with the drone count. So good for him. Nice job kind of transitioning into a macro game. It's a very awkward position with this base.
Oh,
If he
wow.
jumps right on top of this 12 o'clock, I think he can actually
I
break it.
wish he would add the High Templar. I mean, Storm is done.
Yeah,
Ooh,
very
he's going
strange
for
decision not
Dark
to bring
Archon
those.
with Maelstrom.
Oh,
I
nice
think he,
lurker block there.
I think he shouldn't have been afraid till the Evo.
I honestly think he could have broken it too, but it's probably better to be cautious than to be overzealous.
Nice fun, man.
Sorry, everyone.
Why sorry, man? That was super funny.
Puns
That
with
game
lowest
is
form of
over.
humor.
That game is so over.
With these
There's
storms, I think this is
only
100%
two
going to be
lurker,
broken.
3 lurker at least, but it's not enough.
Bit shaky control.
It's a criminal thing that this can be defended.
I don't think it's going to be defended.
Well,
Although
with
he
the
is,
constant snipes of the observers.
yeah, that was unfortunate. Protoss should have been more vigilant with the obs, but honestly, he has pretty much full map control right now. He should be scouting the map more. He definitely shouldn't be letting this bottom right expansion get up.
That's an interesting play.
The bottom right.
He didn't go for Muta, and he's now going into Hive. Maybe we see some Guardians.
I don't think so. I think he just got it for Scourge. I think seeing these 3 Evos, he really wants to get a like an early crackling advantage, and it might work. Unfortunately, he didn't even kill the Protoss Forge, which would really kind of make this more effective.
Big move out.
That was
nice High Templar snipes.
Yeah, very lackluster storm so far too. These aren't even cracklings yet, and they're doing quite a bit of work. You don't see this very often, but Zerg is actually going to be staying even with the Carapace upgrades to Protoss's weapons upgrades. So these Lings will take 3 hits instead of 2 to kill from Zealots.
Yeah.
This is pretty scary for the Zerg right now.
Is it? It feels like there are not many storms left. Now everything will be... that one has 2?
It's yeah, well, the Protoss so far isn't handling these the best.
Not a good split.
I don't think this is great going in like this. I think he kind of could have just siege down, at least kill that hatchery. He could have killed that hatchery for free with just like hold positioning goons with Templar behind them. But he's bleeding a lot of units. We see this with a lot of Protoss players. They get impatient, and when they try to break a lurker field, they end up sending in way too many units at once, when really all you should do is just have a wall of Dragoons with like all of the Zealots and all of the High Templar behind them. And storm here, storm there, storm a lurker, hit it once with a Dragoon, etc. Keep doing that. Keep wearing the Zerg down, because when you're just in the stationary ball, the Zerg can't really do anything. They want you to come in and attack all of those lurkers and send all of your zealots into this big lurker lurker sunken field, right? So the Protoss is kind of falling right into their hands. So I think this Protoss is clearly decent level, but maybe a little impatient or a little. I don't know if they're nervous or they're just a little inexperienced.
Who should it be? Maybe it's worse. Like, he's usually very good in the tournament, but I do not know how good he performs when he's nervous.
Yeah, I don't know.
In a tournament, I don't know how he performs, but
I did play worst in a tournament for SCU recently, and he crushed me. Very solid games, but I don't remember anything super distinct about his play style. I think he plays pretty standard.
he plays it very solid, very strong usually.
Yes, very solid player for sure.
For sure, he fixed Ray Rain's PVZ, which was I watched him on stream before. It was awful, and from one day to another, it was fixed and was really solid.
Hmm.
And at that time, he took a ton of advice from West.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad Ray Rain is getting better.
It's a couple of months ago, like
Oh,
at least, so it's. Man, I would love in that game a couple of Guardians.
Not in this matchup, but I did see a little screenshot recently of Worst making a Dark Archon in a PvT and kind of upsetting someone a little bit. So
Oh, that was beautiful.
maybe the Dark Archon is an indicator that it could be worst.
The Dark Archon is showing again like that it's the Protoss is for sure a very smart player.
Yeah, he was definitely expecting a Muta switch at some point. The Zerg playing very passively. No, I was going to say maybe it's Julia, but I'm not sure if this Zerg is good enough to be Julia. But this 3 Evo into like a fast hive style kind of seems like something Julia would do to me. But I think Julia usually opts for a far nat expansion style. I don't know how often he goes 973.
It has way too little expansions for Julia, from my view.
Yeah.
What are the people in the chat thinking? Who is the Zerg? Tell us your opinion. That was a very brave drone.
I'm surprised that Protoss has great map control right now.
But he's not making much out of it, or what you?
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not trying to pressure bottom right more, because he knows that bottom right is the 4th base, and that's really the only potential. Like, Zerg can take this base that there's a DT, like the natural 3rd, but like bottom right is the way that Zerg. It's Zerg's pathway into the late game, essentially. So if he can deny that, if he can crush that, especially stopping this natural from getting up for free. I'm shocked that he's not doing anything proactive in that regard. It's just kind of sitting around.
Yeah, man, that Protoss could be me. Oh, nice feedback.
Feedback, I love the fact that he's using feedback. I think this is a really underutilized spell in PvZ. Like Defilers are the only reason that Zerg has a viable late game ZVP. And if you can shut down Defilers or like significantly stop them, it's just huge. At least having a couple DAs. Maelstrom, like obviously amazing versus Muta's feedback. Great.
Feedback is awesome, also against queens in super late game.
Yeah. And it's basically instantaneous. Also crazy long range. I mean, it's just so good. Protoss is, chugging along though. They got their fourth base. They should probably try to take bottom left because it looks like this is going to turn into a split map sort of scenario. We could be in for a very late game ZVP. Again, I'm just shocked that Protoss isn't even scouting bottom left. Like, he literally let him get that bottom left natural up for free. Or bottom right, I'm sorry.
I think this would be fine if you take your 5th expansion.
Yeah, and it looks like he is
just
sending a
go
probe
for
down
the
to do that.
split map approach.
He should be doing both, right? The frustrating thing is that the bottom right natural for Zerg is it was basically undefended for like the last 5 minutes.
Oh man, that one will hit because it's so storm this.
Very
Beautiful.
nice.
Man, the mind game also losing the shuttle and expecting he will not go for another drop at the same time. That Protoss. What I don't understand about the Protoss, I think his EAPM is not that high, because he's non-stop doing smart decisions, but it's execution. Don't like it.
We are seeing a pretty low, even lower APM from the Zerg. This is very low APM for a Zerg, actually. I'm not really sure how many like decent level Zergs there are that have this kind of APM late game. Cleaning up all of this army. I can't really fault the Zerg for trying to get out on the map. I mean, at some point you do have to kind of try to like establish forward lurker lines to like take control of the middle. Like Zerg will want to be taking that sort of 3 o'clock base, bottom right, and potentially 6 o'clock.
Where's the entire Protoss army?
Yeah, shockingly low, isn't it?
I mean, he's nearly at 200. He has only 53. It's really not good. Sorry to hate.
Yeah, where is all of the supply actually?
Because he has the supply.
Oh, if he can take down this bottom left base for Protoss, I think it's pretty much game over.
Yeah.
And it does look like it's going to go down. Those 2 Reavers are not enough to stop all this Zerg army.
Man, that's...
He's just still trying to knock down this lurker field, but...
It's so crazy. Partly the Protoss plays very smart and partly he plays like...
He's just obsessed with this. He can't think of any other part of the map.
But Zerg has such a bank. Zerg is doing the absolute right decisions, just straight.
Yeah, I think Zerg is pretty much unstoppable at this point, barring some kind of crazy twist. I mean, he has 70 drones. He's going to get just so many hatcheries. And Protoss is just going in. He's just going in.
I think he's going in and then going into GG.
That's insane. I really question this guy's decision making.
Yeah, it's really not good. I mean, even I wouldn't throw that hard,
Wow, yeah. I mean,
and that means something.
the Protoss, yeah, that's just an insane way to throw the game. I don't know what he was thinking this whole time. He's not even low APM. He's up to 270 now. I don't know what he's doing.
Maybe it's Dragon and he's in the choke mode.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Dragon is, from my view, a very smart player. And like
I don't
he's
know. I I don't know. I personally think Dragon would be a lot more solid than this.
yeah,
I'm
but
actually
maybe
wondering now if this is Ray.
maybe it's a Dragon that is choking.
I feel like Dragon is much
Like
more
not
knowledgeable and much more experienced that he would definitely be. Dragon doesn't even like attacking. Dragon wants to like split the map.
fair. Yeah, you're right. A very bad call by me. Very good observation. Yeah. Do you think Ray Rain is playing in the tournament? I thought its
I don't
skill
know.
was much higher.
It's probably not Ray Rain, but I don't know. I'm whoever it is. I'm really disappointed in them.
I mean, it's harsh words, but it's true.
But I mean, I guess I shouldn't discount the Zerg. The Zerg played very well.
Yeah, but I really. I mean, it's minute 26. We are still on 4 bases.
Yeah, the reason I'm not praising the Zerg more is that I just feel like he was handed this game on a silver platter. He was able to get the 2 bases in the bottom right up basically for free. There was almost no attempts to harass or stop it.
Oh,
And
that was nice.
Protoss was just sitting in front of his natural the entire game, storming lurkers and trying to bust lurker field. It's basically exactly what Zerg wanted him to do.
Yeah. That game is so over.
Zerg just taking every base on the map now. Yeah, this is getting kind of embarrassing. He's just, what are you doing there, buddy?
I mean, he's trying. He's taking some copium. I feel him. I would be the same for me. Like it was his game. It was his game, and now he's realizing he's losing. What a shit feeling. I feel bad for the photos. Playing the weaker race, playing his heart out, and then just noticing. Man, it's not enough. That sucks.
Poor Ray Rain.
Oh. Man, by the way, we don't get paid enough. Like, imagine how many good players we usually like will hate us after that tournament, because
That's okay. I'll take the blame. I'm a hate magnet. I'm ready. I'm ready to be the villain of StarCraft. So I'm wondering when this Protoss is gonna leave, though. Should probably do it pretty soon.
Comment. Now, of course, we're not getting paid. Hey, I'm. How cool is that? Thanks for the raid. I'm Jiraiya.
Oh, nice. I didn't notice
welcome. Welcome to the Colosseum Anonymous Tournament. It's super freaking cool. A lot of good players. You're right. Say GG, man, Shaco. That's a good point. And
well, he kind of broke up.
Crazy. Why is he pulling off? Ah, okay.
He's pulling off so he can sit and hit the natural and watch his base die.
Oh, every Protoss soul is suffering when watching this.
Well, you can learn a lot of things from this game as a Protoss.
What to do not?
Yes.
Yeah.
And leaving without a GG. Whew, man, I'm hoping to see more from our Protoss player here because, he looks like he had a very, very solid game last game. And then he kind of just petered out, didn't really do anything.
I
Zerg,
think
for
he
his part,
needs to find his balls.
yeah, I mean, Zerg played solid. It's hard. I feel so bad because I feel like I should be praising the Zerg more, but I just felt like the Protoss really just played right into his hands. Zerg didn't do anything spectacularly, but Protoss kind of killed himself,
I'm like on whatever. Um, I think the Zerg did one job really well with the Scorch snipes of the observers when that
Yes.
one big push was coming. I think their Protoss was griefed and basically got completely passive. So I think that was a very good moment by the Zerg. But
Yeah.
besides that, I feel your sentiment. Like you always have hard CVPs, and that guy gets it on the silver plate.
Yeah. That 12 o'clock situation, that was a very scary push. Um, if Zerg lost that base, I think he probably would have lost the game. But yeah, he just killed every single observer and held that with like 3 lurkers and a couple sunkens against a huge Protoss army, probably like 3 control groups of Protoss units. Kind of insane. But anyway, looks like we're going into a standard overpool with our Zerg at the top right here on Polypoid, and another standard Forge Fast Expand from our Protoss at the bottom left. I am hoping, I'm obviously biased because I'm a Zerg player, but it looks like we already have, let me see the brackets again. We have 5 Protoss in the round of 8, so
Now we need another Zerg.
we need another Zerg. There's no Terrans left. I would really prefer to have as few PvPs as possible.
PvPs are the most boring mirror I think there is. I love PvT, and ZVZ at least is short.
Yeah, I love that. That's what everyone always says about ZVZ as a positive. Is like, well, at least it doesn't take that long. It's like, yeah, I guess. TVT can
Nice
be
wall.
interesting, but watching foreigner TVTs that take like an hour just kind of kills me.
Maybe the Terran, the Protoss is TT1.
Interesting. What makes you say
That's
that?
an awkward gate.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Usually, you see the opposite kind of placement where they'll put their forge further in, so the forge is safe from getting hydro sniped. But this is like, no, don't kill my gate, kill my forge instead. I think the forge is going to be fine.
Yeah, but I also would have liked the gate a little bit more exposed so that you have a better placement of potential cannons.
Yeah,
There's not much space left for cannons. I think it's just plainly
that's
bad.
true. This is a strange. Yeah, it is strange in that regard. I've never really seen this before from a Protoss. I don't think this is TT1. I think TT1 is a lot better than this.
Yeah, you're right.
I think
Man,
whoever this is, they're probably at best a low A Protoss, if not just straight up B rank.
I see. What's the lowest rank of player there is in the tournament?
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. It looks like we're going for a. That's a very fast 4th hatchery. But we're already getting gas. This is This is a strange build.
Maybe it's really Ray Rain.
Well, I'm talking about the Zerg build, but I mean, it very well could be Ray Rain.
Now I'm looking at the photos.
Because yeah, I feel like the Protoss had like okay macro and everything, but it feels like they're just a little inexperienced, you know?
It feels like, for example, also how Ray Rain is playing. Like he is execution-wise, mechanical-wise, really good.
Mhm.
Also fast. But when he has to play on his own, and theory is losing him, then he is lost. And that would fit the position at 12 o'clock of last game on Radeon quite
Mhm.
well.
I wonder. Okay, the only Zerg that I've seen do builds like this regularly is like Royo, I feel like. But even this isn't quite the same way that Royo does 5-hatch, but this 5-hatch without lair is pretty rare nowadays. And I'm not sure that Royo ever plays in tournaments. I feel like he hasn't even been that active lately, but I'm honestly really confused by this Zerg's playstyle. It's very strange to me. This seems like a CPL kind of build to me.
Man, I'm so excited for the grand final when it's revealed who the players
Yeah,
are.
I know, me too. So I can find out all the who all I talk shit about. Protoss already building a pretty decent bank at 6 minutes. Nothing's happening. But that early, how do you feel about the early second gateway?
I like it, but then do something.
Yeah. I feel like Zerg is already getting Hydras up kind of early to start making Hydras, start pumping Hydras. But like, I don't think any Zealot pressure is going to do anything. Also, very strange drone
But
distribution.
I would just right now put pressure with the Zealots on the map, just to make sure that the drone count remains low.
Catching these two stray Zealots is really embarrassing. 3, just leaking 3 Zealots for free. This attack is completely neutered now, and there's really no excuse for making a mistake like that. I don't even know what he's doing with this right now. He should just leave. Just go back. There's nothing you can do with these.
Yeah, he's listening to you. You're a time traveler. He's going back. Oh, speed them. Ah man, it's a shame that he lost them so foolishly. Speed +1 and you can't use it.
I mean, he simply wasn't paying attention to his units at all. But he's banking so much money right now. So he's not paying attention to his units, and he's not macroing.
Man, Azzy has for sure one of the funniest chats. By the way, hi Primal, is it you? Are you the photos? You're not allowed to tell, I guess.
I mean, what is he doing? He ran back with the Zealots. Now he's running back in. Like, pick something. And the
I
thing you should
think
pick
he
is run back.
he can't run in. I mean, Zerg right now loves to trade army.
Looks like
But
Zerg
I feel that game will go way faster. Because last game Zerg was for a while at a disadvantage. That won't happen in this game.
Mm-hmm. Zerg taking a decently timed fourth. And
By
he's
the way,
just,
sorry, yeah.
oh, I was just Zerg is just in a very comfortable position right now. He's he pretty good drone count. It's only going to get higher when that 4th comes up. He's under no pressure whatsoever.
By the way, yeah, no, sorry, yeah.
Oh, no, you go. Sorry.
Really cool that Primal is here. I mean, Primal, aka known as the Polypoid King. What do you make out of the game? I mean, your photos, it's your matchup, it's your map. What do you think? How far is the Zerg ahead, and why?
Primal shows up for the one polyploid PvZ. It's kind of hilarious, actually. Oh my gosh, getting that lurker.
Oh my god.
That is amazing.
The Zerg is styling big time.
I'm sad that the lurker didn't survive. I wanted all those zealots to die. Oh god.
Jesus, this game is so...
I mean, I guess I have to hand it to the Protoss. He is macroing okay now. This is, could potentially be a scary 2-base push.
The Zerg is just so much better.
Glad the Zerg didn't commit to that. That would have been a slaughterhouse. Yeah, Protoss is definitely still in this.
There's even no reason. Get the 4th up, maybe, or even try to lurk in for the 5th.
Yo, I'm gonna step in for 1 second here. That play, and there's been a few plays actually throughout this tournament already that's been really cool. I'm gonna take a vote maybe at some point or see what people think, or you guys can even tell me right now and we can start thinking about it. Maybe I can delay the reveal. I know we're all kind of eager to get to the reveal of like all the players and everything, but honestly, there's been some really cool plays, and I just had the thought that maybe I could do something like put together like mini highlight reels, like as I reveal the player, and then like I'll show the highlight reel and then show the player like after. That would be kind of cool, because like that lurker block was really cool, and we've, like I said, we've seen a few things now that have been pretty awesome.
Maybe you should really make a YouTube highlight video. What are the upgrades?
This is the attack that's going to make or break the game, though, and it looks like Protoss is breaking through. Perfect timing, actually, right before the Zerg got their lurkers set up, and it looks like he's done it. I mean, I don't think Zerg is going to be able to like recollect himself and stop this Protoss army.
Primal, by the way, with the correct shout out. He said, game is not over. Look at what are the upgrades? 1 against 1-1. Even not that good.
Just bowling through the Zerg. This is honestly what I expected from last game. So good for Protoss for collecting himself, collecting themselves, and kind of making a comeback despite that.
Well, even is going right now for the 3rd base behind it. So even if this army... Oh, nice addition of the links. Oh, but there's even a DT. There's even a DT.
Yeah, this is... there's just Sunkens on the way, but I think it's too little too late. I think... Yeah, Zerg calls GG. Very nicely done by Protoss, redeeming themselves a little bit. I'm still not really sure who either of these players are, but I'm pretty happy with that game. It's regardless of the outcome, it makes the series a lot more interesting. After that first game, I thought it was going to be pretty one-sided.
Man, it's so cool that Primal is now also so active in the chat, same as Menshak, and 31 viewers. How cool is that? Welcome to Azzy's Colosseum.
You know what I think would be really funny, actually, is if this was Ray Rain versus Goose.
I think Goose doesn't play that solid.
I think
Like, I
well,
think he plays so much more greedy whenever I play him.
I don't know. I mean, that was just a really janky build, a really weird 5-hatch build by the Zerg. Yeah, it's definitely not Zeke. I know that much. I know it's been a running joke that every Zerg is goofs whenever they make a misplay, but I don't know. I don't know many foreign Zergs who do a build like that.
I need to find. Wait a moment. It says the battery of the laptop is low, but I thought you might have to cast for a moment alone.
Okay.
Because
Well, we're actually we're opting for a 11 hatchery this time instead of an overpull as we've been doing as Zerg. Just before it's fast expand yet again. The nice thing about Dominator is that it's kind of easier to go hatch first because you don't have to worry about cannon rushes. There is one little spot that she can put one pylon and one cannon back there, but yeah, okay. So this is actually the worst location to go hatch first on Dominator, but still, I think it's okay. I don't think he's going to get cannon rushed. And Zerg's just going to scout with this other drone. I'm wondering if we're going to see another 3-hatch or potentially another off-brand 5-hatch.
Yeah, I can hop in with you until New Ocean gets back. But
okay, great.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment that this map is like really bad for cannon rush. It's like kind of nice because it's just one pylon block, but then you have this little section here which you can't really stop the drones from getting into, and this is kind of like every spawn, right? So yeah, I do think cannon rush is pretty bad. So I like the call to go hatch first this time.
Yeah, at least it's showing a little bit of awareness, a little bit more of an ability to adapt. This isn't just some, mindless bot that we're watching.
Right, exactly. Which is like really common in the foreign scene, where like a lot of the foreign players, especially like NA players, we tend to kind of like decide that we're doing the same build order every single game, and there's like very little adjustment to like the player or the map or situation or anything. So this just shows a little bit more of that versatility that is actually a little bit kind of rare in our scene.
Yeah, it kind of is. And I think that's an admirable quality to, if you're trying to improve, if you're just like a B rank or like low A rank player, to just do the same build over and over so you can learn all the nuances. But I mean, that's also part of getting past that stage, right? Is learning. Once you've learned the nuances, then you have to figure out how to abuse them and change based on what you see.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. I will say one thing that maybe concerns me a little bit for Protoss in this game. If you compare, like if you take the first game into consideration, the way he played this kind of like really defensive turtle style, it's actually also very strong on this map specifically. I've seen so many games where Zergs will just turtle until they win because of just all these high grounds make it so easy to play defensive. And we do have the Zealot coming in here, and it's at least going to pressure this base. The Lings are very far away, so this is going to disrupt the Zerg a little bit. And it looks like he's not paying attention, actually going to lose a drone there too, so that's really nice for Protoss right now.
Yeah, as Zerg, I personally hate this expansion pattern. It's so annoying to defend that third.
You prefer this one?
I mean, kind of. That one's also very awkward, and the mineral only kind of just sucks.
So where would you go then?
I would probably take the closer third and just go 3-Edge Hydra, or just take the closer third and bite the bullet and just defend it. I have expanded this way before, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
But I think it's also kind of almost necessary to play. If you're not going like 3-Edge Hydra, like aggression early on, you kind of have to play very turtly. Because it's also easy for Protoss to maintain map control with all of these high grounds, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this map kind of favors the defensive player typically. And that's part of why I think Zerg does pretty good on this map is because it is such a good defensive map for both players. It kind of, I'm not gonna say guarantees, but it makes it much easier for Zerg to get into that late game hive tech.
Mm-hmm. Alternatively, with any 3-player map, pretty much there's always this kind of positional asymmetry where at certain positions you'll have very favorable like drop advantage. So
Right.
if Zerg wanted to go into heavy like lair Hydra Lurker drop style, that could potentially be effective.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I do think that's actually a really good point, is that I kind of feel like the spawn favors Zerg quite a bit. Like, this base is, like, it is awkward to take, but as the game goes further on, this base becomes like a death trap for Protoss to try and attack into.
Oh yeah.
One thing I always describe, like, when you attack into these bases, I feel like it's one way in and no way out, right? It's like you come through this choke, and then you're like stuck coming in through this like area into usually like lurkers and sunkens, and you just have like this nightmare of trying to push back out. All right, I'll hand it back to New Ocean.
Sorry, my laptop just died straight off. I tried to join with the smartphone for the moment. I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, okay. You're not watching the stream right now?
I'm watching this stream on the smartphone on a very small.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I will make do. Nothing much happened. Protoss just did a little bit of light harassment with a few zealots, forcing a drone pull, getting cleaned up by the Zerg. Otherwise, it's looking pretty standard.
It looks very solid, doesn't it?
Yeah, a pretty standard game so far. Nothing crazy has happened. You were talking a little bit about
muta?
Potentially. Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Switch. Because Protoss is going for +1 air tech.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Protoss is doing that too, considering they haven't seen a single muta so far.
Mind games.
Yeah. Not that it's a bad play, of course, but interested to see. This is actually kind of scary. The Sunken isn't done. That's just two Hydras and a Ling. He should probably target the drones down. I don't think he's going to be killing the Sunken, but getting those drone kills will be very nice.
And
very nice drills by the Zerg, I think. We're still getting 3 drones. Can we get a 4th? No. Well, not too bad by the Zerg.
The drill was crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh, and he made an Evo chamber as a wall. That's funny. And just immediately decides to kill it. Interesting. Very interesting.
8 gates. Man, that game is... I only can imagine that Protoss is winning it.
You think Protoss has a big advantage this game?
I think going into muta and then getting hit by +1 6 there, getting the economy damage, having only 6 rounds right now on the 3rd.
I'm surprised that he's making so many mutas. Usually when you see a Zerg go muta, at least initially, they'll make 5 mutas and a lot of Scourge, because with 5 mutas you can still do pretty effective harass. You can one-shot probes, and...
Maybe it is Goose.
What were you going to say?
Maybe it's really Goose.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess Goose does like to go muta from time to time, but yeah, this is why you want a lot of Scourge, because mutas themselves will get absolutely eviscerated by Corsairs. So you want a small number of mutas, enough to deter Protoss from moving out, and a lot of Scourge to close in on Corsairs whenever they come out. Looking pretty sketchy for the Zerg right now, I think. There is a pretty sizable Protoss army, and all of those mutas that Zerg invested in are just nullified right now. I don't think he's ever going to regain air control.
Yeah. I mean,
And DT just being a little nuisance like that.
I'm interested in how's the army right now for Protoss. What is he built? Jesus. I think he could go right now, right here.
Yeah, this is going to be a really scary 2-base push. Oh, wow. Huge raid by Artosis.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Artosis. That's amazing.
Thank you,
I don't,
Artie.
Ozzy, do you want to jump in right here and give a little rundown for the tournament for all our new viewers?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Welcome, guys. Thank you, Artosis, for the raid, man. I really appreciate it. So right now, what we're doing is the Anonymous Tournament. It's a 16-man tournament of basically 16 players that signed up, where only I know who everybody is. It is all the foreign scenes, so a lot of NA European players, that kind of thing. And the skill level is anywhere between like 1900 plus. But basically, we're just going to go through this entire tournament where we won't reveal who's playing who, even the players don't know. And at the very end of the tournament, we'll kind of reveal everything and go everything. But yeah, it's basically just a tournament to see like how well players do when they don't know who they're playing against, if they play like better or worse, that kind of thing. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fun so far. We're doing the round of 16. This is the last game of the round of 16, and then next week we're going to do the round of 8, and then the finals and semifinals will be the following week. And that will be live casted, so yeah, it's just been fun. Been a good time. Thanks for all the follows, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to hand it back over to our casters. If you want to join and kind of keep up with everything, just did it backwards. There's the Discord link. You can just join in and join as a spectator and kind of watch everything and keep up with the stuff. So yeah, really appreciate the support, guys. Thanks for all the follows. And yeah, I'm going to hand it back over to Keen and New Ocean.
Okay, well, yeah, so just a quick rundown. With this game so far, we're, as you might guess, we have a Turtling Zerg against a 2-base, a very, very intimidating 2-base Protoss army. This is a huge army streaming down. There are lurkers out. I mean, he's setting up a nice lurker field on one side of that mineral only. But unfortunately for him, there's another side that Protoss can attack from and just immediately kill it. And then, I mean, Protoss has full map control right now. There is nothing that Zerg can do to contest map control. I think
Just give that base up.
Yeah, he's going to have to give this base up. He doesn't have any other choice. Honestly, I think Protoss could bust up even this high ground lurker field, but given his previous control, it might be a mistake for him to try that. Protoss is getting a third up behind this as well.
Man, that's so amazing! What an active chat, beautiful.
But yeah, he's doing it. He's just running right in.
It.
Just typical Protoss behavior. They just love busting. So I think we're going to see GG called pretty soon. He still has an obs, a couple obs. We're seeing Zerg get punished, but for their like huge waste of mutas. But he is cleaning this up a little bit. Very nice.
Really nice cleanup. Beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm shocked at how even the supplies are now, actually. I thought for a second he might bust that for good, but he is getting a third up behind this, so it's not completely all in 2-base. He's still not mining from it, but...
He's in the better spot. The Protoss for sure is in the better spot.
Yeah, it's going to get hairy for him pretty soon, though. He needs at least one more base, because he is mining out on his 2 main bases. Within a minute or so, he's going to be mining on 1 base only. And Zerg is still going to be on 4 bases, basically. Now that Zerg has crushed that army, he can pretty much, he has decent map control. He can retake that mineral only as well.
He's double expanding even behind it.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. There's really nothing that Protoss can do to punish that right now. Like I said, in probably like 40 seconds to a minute, he's going to be on one base. So he's kind of ran out of steam. He's not even going to be able to support all of these gateways that he has.
What is
Nice.
the upgrade situation again?
2-1. Oh, that's very surprising, actually. Usually nowadays, Protoss players prioritize getting second carapace before second weapons, even. Especially when Zerg is staying on Hydrotech like this.
Okay, my laptop is again alive.
Oh, nice.
As soon as Discord is loading.
Protoss is still maintaining a pretty significant supply advantage. And they obviously know about 12 o'clock. So
Is 29 supply more really that significant for the matchup?
I guess it's pretty standard. It's about what you would want. I'm curious what Protoss is going to go for here. It looks like they want to go towards 12 o'clock. But seeming a little indecisive. If they could get... I mean, obviously they don't know the lurker situation there. I feel like attacking this third base is kind of insane. I don't know why you would even try doing that. You have to assume that it's going to be pretty fortified at this point.
He's
doing it.
He's a choke artist. Nah, he's not doing it.
Yeah, for the viewers, we're also trying to guess who the players are as we go through this series, and so far, we're not exactly sure who either of these players are, but we are pretty sure that the Protoss is quite inexperienced. So maybe Ray Rain. Both players have had little flashes of brilliance, but a lot of flashes of dullness. And now we see Zerg actually.
God.
We see Crackling kicking in. Zerg upgrades are great, actually.
That is so over.
Yeah, I think with this army getting cleaned up and Protoss being on one mining base currently, I think it might be all she wrote. Yeah, there's a fourth mineral only. That mineral only has 6 patches. I don't think it's really going to do it for the Protoss.
I also think he needs his fourth gas.
Yeah, not being on 3 gases for this long. Really, really rough. Just to not be able to get those high Templar numbers up. Like at least 3 gases is that kind of sweet spot that you want to get to in PvZ, so you can just keep pumping out high Templar consistently. For the record, I'm not Aussie, but I do like bringing up busting. I figured you degenerates from Artos' chat would enjoy that.
Man, Artos' stream is so funny often. If it's not Mario and Luigi. For those two.
Yeah, Artosis is a saint for dealing with you screwballs.
But chat is often so funny over there. I enjoy watching Artos' stream a lot. Sometimes it's a bit too much Luigi and Mario Erotica, but besides that. And what the guys are doing with Peach, whatever, getting PTSD.
Don't tell me. We're trying to keep this stream safe for work. Oh my god. Well, Zerg is in a great spot. Anytime you're 25 supply ahead, you know, you're sitting pretty.
The upgrade situation is also better, I guess.
Yeah, Zerg's... one thing I have to hand this Zerg, he loves getting very fast upgrades. I mean, it is 20 minutes, but...
Value?
What was that?
The DT is finding some value, but it's...
Oh, yeah. A little bit. Being a little nuisance, but not really being hugely impactful.
Okay, here we need now a miracle, but
This
the
is
dragon.
oof. That control is interesting.
Not the most beautiful one.
Yeah, you're right. It was beautiful.
Oh, but he will sacrifice like 5 overlords maybe? If he sacrifices 10 more, maybe there's a comeback potential.
Yeah, if he sacrifices all of his overlords and all of his drones, I think
Oh my
Protoss
god!
has a chance to win. Top of saying Zerg is keen. Well, if it was me, why would I be talking so much shit about them? Think about that, Kava.
Well, that would you do absolutely.
All right, all right.
Okay, we need a
Oh my
miracle.
gosh. Well, whatever. Screw you guys.
Oh man.
As the game goes on, this is just going to get harder and harder for Protoss. I mean, we're still just on 2 mining bases, basically 1.5 mining bases. Because, like I said, that mineral only 6 patches, and it's a mineral only. Not really what you want. Protoss is trying to take another gas base here, and if Zerg ever gets even an inkling that that's there, they're just going to instantly shut it down.
It's even 30 population up. And if I'm not mistaken, he's adding ultralisks.
My Dr. Hungry. First of all, if you're coming from Artosis' stream, that is a strange question to ask. But also, if you've ever seen Foreigners, this isn't even close to as bad as it gets. A game that I generally have to play watching BSL is like, is the replay broken or is this just Foreigner play?
Yeah, and both of the guys are right now at their limits, it feels like, especially with Protoss. Oh, the drop there would come at the right time, but at the wrong spot.
This, I mean, this is fine. This is a good spot. I think, honestly, he could kill, like, all of Zerg's drones right now, and Zerg would still be okay.
But it was minus 11 drones, if I'm... Ooh.
Yeah. And Zerg, the crazy part is, obviously, that army, like, attacking into a stationary Protoss army like that, pretty much always going to get worse trades, but better trades than you would expect at this stage of the game, just because Zerg has been so proactive about getting their early upgrades. It's actually serving Protoss well that they got earlier weapon upgrades, though. Although it doesn't really matter since they're just even 3-3.
I don't know how the Protoss wants to do it. I mean, it feels like he will be max on 6 bases in the game.
Yeah, Protoss is doing a good job kind of clawing their way back, or at least staying in, but they're still at a huge disadvantage. Zerg is taking every remaining base on the map. Even 6 o'clock, he's going to be able to take 11 o'clock, and I don't see a way that Protoss is ever going to break up into that, like, 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock base cluster.
He should. I don't know what he's doing. He should focus all his efforts on, I think, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, he kind of needs to break that, but this is a pretty... Okay, yeah.
Sacrifices all the army. Hopefully
interesting attack from Protoss, but honestly, that was only 2 lurkers. I think he could have killed that army.
There were no storms. I think you lose all the zealots. And with the 4 base or 5 bases, you're really not in this spot.
Yeah, he's still so low on gas because he's never gotten to that point where he has 3 gas. He kind of has 2.5 gases right now because, you know, the 2 in his main and natural are depleted, but they are giving a little bit. But yeah, just look at how slowly his gas is accumulating.
I think he just needs to go for 12 o'clock. Through 6 o'clock. If you have 6 o'clock or not, it doesn't change the damn thing.
Oh, Zerg hasn't actually taken that. I thought he was building an like an off-center hatchery there.
That game has an anticlimactic ending.
This is a nice little flank. But Zerg's still going to get a pretty cost-effective trade here.
Man, Shaco is really good at getting rid all the time of the observers.
Yeah, have to credit him for that. He's been really prolific about doing that the entire series. Little drop in the main, though. Probably going to take out most of the tech. I don't think this is hugely damaging. I think it'll be pretty easy for Zerg to just rebuild it elsewhere.
Oh, and a storm. Big storm. Overall, that you can also say really good about our Protoss player. Like the drops all over the games, there was so much value. It was really good.
Zerg is going to clean this up though, and like just look at the
won't
bank.
even get the right. That's a shame. Come on, get the defiler.
But while he's distracting this, he's going to try to break 12 o'clock. See how this goes.
The Protoss really has often really good decisions.
You think he has the decisions? He just doesn't have the execution.
No, it's like sometimes he's like he always has one of both, but never both at the same time. For example, sometimes execution is so good and the decision is bad, and sometimes the decision is that bad, but the execution is so good. It's kind of tragic, funny.
I think it's pretty much over. I kind of wish that Zerg would just attack move that last expansion of Protoss. But it looks like he's going for the mineral only instead. The six mineral only.
I think it's smart to put the forces which are now limited down. That he has free hands on the top space, but yeah. It's time to move on, buddy.
Getting control of this is going to be nice. If he can get a lurker field after, he's definitely going to kill this. And if he can get a lurker field on top of that high ground in front of Protoss's natural, that'll be really good. And then he'll basically have free reign to do whatever he wants on the map. Nice. I think he is a little out of sorts because it's just hard to deal with having your production all across the map and having to like reorganize yourself after losing your tech and so on.
He's even busting into the fifth man. That's by the way also really cool by Shaco. He's not waiting and sitting like, yeah, I win anyways with the bases. No, he brings the action direct to the Protoss. And how Sean would say, that's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I'm expecting Protoss to leave pretty soon. This is exactly what this is just the nail in the coffin that Zerg needed.
That's so much copium, I think, that keeps him in the game, but
yeah, maybe this Reaver will kill all... Oh, shit, it didn't kill all the units. Okay. Plaguing his own units just to get the DT. I would love that.
Okay.
Oh, and another... He left again without saying GG. Dude, I bet it is Ray Rain.
Like
That's probably something that Ray Rain would do.
Yeah.